Hey guys, Mike 2 from Orchard Trailers here. Today I'm going to do a walkthrough of the 2020 Catalina 263BHSCK travel trailer. It is a bunk model. So in this walkthrough, I'm going to go through the basic stuff you need to know when you go camping, in case you are not experienced or you have some experience but you just don't know the components of this camper. So what I hope to do is have you kind of informed when you get out there the first time, and have you know what everything does and have a general idea of what you should expect when you get out there. I'm going to start with the kitchen area first. So over here we have some cabinets up top, go all the way through a nice big storage up there. We've got a traditional blind here that is tabbed down. So at the end of this curtain there's a little hole that taps into here so that this doesn't swing and scar up your counters. Alright, of course we have a touch light underneath here. Your faucet has a pull-out sprayer and a button here. And then of course we've got two countertop extenders here, two covers basically for your sink to give you a little extra prep space. On this side we have two USBs and two outlets that pop up out of the counter. Just pop straight back down. Over here I've got access for storage. I've got some drawers here. Now these drawers, they're going to seem a little weird when you try to pull them. They don't go anywhere. To pick them up a little bit and pull them out. Got room in here for some silverware. In this drawer you've got a couple devices. Outside on the awning there's a new 12-volt strip. So what Coachmen has done is they built a strip on the awning that you can put on accessories. So we've got a Bluetooth speaker here, we've got a light, and we've got another light. So you can use those on that strip outside. They'll run right off your battery power. We've also got remotes in here, a septic connector, some RCA cables, and a bunch of instructions on the TV, the microwave, and a few other components in here. You got a nice big drawer down bottom. Underneath the sink you've got nice big storage. The microwave has a glass dish in it. This, on long trips, you might want to be careful. That could break from bouncing too much. The microwave is pretty straightforward. There's a couple presets on it, but it's just a standard microwave. Your Furion range hood. We have a fan and we have a light. Back here we have a 110 outlet and a nice backsplash. Your stove has what we call a prep space, I guess, for lack of a better term. Glass top. It is tapped down with the rubber piece here to keep it from bouncing. This folds back, folds up. Again, makes another backsplash there. When you're ready to use the stove, we're going to turn to this pilot light here, and we're going to click the burners. I don't have the gas on, so it's not going to light for me right now. When you go to the oven, so the oven has a flame here as well. We're going to hold this button in. We're going to click the igniter under here. That'll ignite. You want to hold that in for a few seconds after that ignites. Let that thermocouple warm up and then turn the gas on. And this is numbered around for your temperature. There's also a light here, a little bit of ambiance. Now below that is your converter box and your LP detector. And in your converter box we have breakers and fuses. So your main 30 amp fuse is going to be the top one here. The rest are labeled as they go down. Your fuses are standard automotive style fuses. You can get them wherever you get your fuses for your car from. They run from 15s up to a 40. And there is a red light on the board next to them. So if one of your fuses goes out, the red light's going to light up. You're going to know you need to change it. When this door is closed, you can also see that red light through this window. And there are two vents down here to keep that board cool. The LP detector, that is a propane and a carbon monoxide detector. This thing runs all the time, sensing for gas leaks and carbon monoxide leaks. That being said, it will kill your battery if you're not using this thing for a couple weeks at a time. That green light stays on and it's going to eventually drain your battery down. Also, it's hardwired to the battery, so when your battery starts getting low, this thing's going to chirp like a traditional smoke detector would. Once it starts chirping, you're going to know your lights in here are going to be kind of dim, or you're not going to have any power. So you'll already know before that starts chirping that you really need to charge those batteries. Over to the fridge. We have a handle underneath for the freezer. We have a handle on top for the fridge. In the middle, we have a button. Hold this button. That'll power your fridge on. This little note here says, if red, check gas. That means that your bottles aren't open. This is a two-way fridge, so it is going to look for electric first. If it can't find electric, it's going to look for gas. If it can't find either, that light's going to go red. Then you hold that for a second, and that'll turn that off. Normally. Notice snap shut for travel. Below that is your cold air return for your furnace. Next to the fridge, you're going to have some cabinets. Nice big pantry storage here. The TV, there are two magnets on here that are pretty strong, so it startles people sometimes when that pulls out of there. Back behind the TV, we do have your HDMI in from the radio. We've got power with an extra outlet open here. We've got auxiliary satellite and antenna. Next to the antenna, there's a little black button that pushes in or out. When it's in, the green light is on. That means you have antenna signal coming into the TV. When it's out, that switches you over to cable or satellite, whatever you got. Should be locked like that for travel. Now your radio, that's going to have the head unit and the two speakers here. This is going to have an off and on switch here. Sometimes it comes on a little loud.
Appreciate you listening to that.
All right. So the radio has a DVD slot here. It is CD or DVD. It's not Blu-ray. We have Zone 1 and Zone 2. Zone 1 inside and Zone 2 outside. We have our preset buttons here. So those are going to work just like your car. You're going to want to push the button and hold it, and that'll set your channel. The pause and play will do an auto preset for you. So with that, if you hold it, it'll scan for the strongest channels in the area, and it'll set your presets for you. Fast forward and rewind will skip your channels. Bluetooth. So with this here, it says no link. When you connect your phone to this, it'll say link. And then you can play your Pandora, your Spotify, Amazon Music, whatever you like to play through it. And then the next button with the arrow is your source. So basically we're going to source the ARC, should be your TV. AVN is going to be an audio visual plug-in. Auxiliary is going to be this guy. And then there's a 5-volt USB port here for charging your phone. And of course our volume up or down here. And again, power off. Below that, you're going to have some more storage. We have ducted heat in the floor here and back by the kitchen sink. And of course access to our bedroom here. On the slide we have a Jackknife Sofa. So right now it has, obviously our cup holders are down. Those will pick back up. We want to move these pillows. And this will lay flat, just like that. Now putting it back up is a little tricky. It does have a pivot point in it. So you want to get your hip against it and grab the back and roll it around. While it's up though, you can see there's room for storage under here, linens and things like that if you want. Our windows out here, these windows pull out, they slide. They are tinted. Of course our shades just go up and down. Window on the slide ends, they do not open. Our sconces and our lights here. This is a push button. This one has a light switch at the top, and this one has a light switch on the left side. Alright. Now when you're ready to travel, you want to put this table down, or if you want to make a bed. With this, we're going to want to wiggle this table loose. Move our poles out of the way. And this table will just slide under here on this little lip below the cushions. You want to I'll move the cushions out of the way because they will hang up your table. And that goes into place like that. And then we'll take our cushions, put them in the middle, and then you've got a bed. Now you'll definitely want to travel with this down so that table doesn't bang around and hit your cabinet over here. You also have storage underneath each booth. This side and this side. That goes all the way around. And you can lift up the plywood underneath these cushions to store from the top down if you'd like. In the back here, we've got your door. This pull handle will shut the door. This handle will open the door. And this red switch will lock your door. It's your deadbolt. Alright, pull that open. The screen pulls apart. That makes your lock. That pulls shut. For the bunks, we've got a curtain for privacy here. This just velcros around and that'll pull around the beds. The ladder is fixed. Each bunk has a window. And of course we got these nice soft teddy bear mattresses up here. Bottom bunk has 2 USBs built in. And then we've got some nice storage underneath. For your thermostat, we have cool, which is your air conditioner. We have fan, which is going to be the fan in the air conditioner without the condenser running. We have off, that turns all your systems off. And we have heat. Heat is going to be gas only on your furnace. And then we have auto and on for your fan. So if you choose fan over here, you're going to have auto. It's going to shut off when you get to your desired temperature. And then you have on. That's not going to shut off until you actually shut it off. In the bathroom, we have your shower. We do have a skylight above the shower. It doesn't open, it's just for light. We have a water saver feature up there on the shower head that actually turns on and off, so you can get wet, turn it off, lather up, turn it back on and rinse off. We have the tub here. Down on the bottom by the tub, there are 4 screws and a little panel that come off if you ever need to get to the plumbing. Our toilet is a standard foot flush toilet. The step in the front is your toilet flush activator. Just step right on that and that'll flush everything right down for you. Over on this side we have our medicine cabinet. We have a GFI outlet. We have our switch, and then we have our sink and storage underneath. Alright, so we're in the bedroom now. Up here we have plug and antenna carryover for a TV. There's a backer built into the wall here if you want to put a TV on an arm. We have the same type of shade here that we had out in the kitchen. Again, that's pinned down for travel so it doesn't swing around. There's a traditional mini blind that just twists open and pulls up with the cord. On this side of the bed we have a 110 outlet and 2 USBs. Over here we have a really nice closet. And I'll probably bring you a little closer after so you can see that closet. And then of course we have our bedroom entry door. So same as the door in the back. Pull handle to shut, pull handle open, and deadbolt. It also has a screen door for you. Up above, we have wardrobe closets on each side, and then we have storage that goes across with 2 doors. Above the camera here, above the bed, we have 2 push lights. So there's a touch. The bed lifts up, and underneath we have 2 handles. One handle is going to be your crank for the legs outside. The other handle is going to be a crank for the power tongue jack if that ever gets stuck. Next to the entry door is the closet. I have tons of room in here. Nice big shelves. Great storage in this unit. That's it for the inside. Let's take it outside. Alright, outside here with the awning. When you've got the awning out and you need to make a rain dump, what you want to do is you want to pull this in. Lock this into place, and that'll run the water off the side for you. Just be careful when you let this up because there's a gas shock here. Hang on to it and let it go up slowly, and make sure these are loose before you pull the awning in. Alright, so out front here we have storage. Pass-through storage goes all the way through. We have a little clip here to hold that door up. This clip will hold the door in place. Be careful, it's a little fragile. Your front stairs are going to fold like so. Make it fold back out like that. All right. On the awning arm, there is a track here where your 12-volt accessories will plug in. The ones inside in that drawer, they'll plug right into here. That is a powered strip, run right off your battery. As we move back a little farther, we have our hot water heater. Now this opens up. You're gonna have your blow-off valve here, your resets. And down below, you're gonna have the on-off switch here. That's gonna flip this thing on and off to use it. So you have gas inside and you have electric outside for your switch. Next to that's going to be your furnace vent, your fridge vent. Top we have your range hood vent. That's going to open with these two tabs here. That'll let the air out. Pop them in there. Back down bottom, we're going to have antenna carryover and power. And then in the back we have our stairs. And I'll show you how these go up. So for these stairs, it's important to have the door all the way open. Pick these stairs up. And they go right inside, and this locks them into place. And those are locked in for travel. When you pull them down, we want to unlock this handle here. On these legs, there is actually a pin that'll extend these legs if you need them to be a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. Want to make sure that when you put those stairs in and out, you make sure this door is wide open, otherwise the screen will get ruined by the stairs. Back here we have your outside kitchen, your Coleman grill up top that comes out and goes down on the countertop here, your sink and your bottle opener. This has a tab for travel. This just locks into place. This will slide out for you. And then we have your fridge. It is a 110 power fridge only. It will not run on the battery or on gas. At each corner of the camper, you're going to have these manual stabilizer jacks. These are just meant for stabilizing. Please don't lift the trailer up with these. They will break very easily. What we have inside is a hand crank for these. It's easier just to get a 3/4 inch socket and then just drill and run them up and down, but just be gentle with them. They will break. Alright, in the back off campsite you have your power cord that is fed into the camper. That will rewind like so and pull out. You have your low point drain. You have cable and satellite in. Low point drain being underneath the camper. As we move over, we've got our black and gray dumps. Up here we have a holder for your shower. We have our black tank flush. We have our outdoor shower, and then we have our city water connection. Now at the front of the trailer on the off-door side, we have our fresh water fill. You're bringing your own water to the campground. We have the other side of our pass-through door. We have all our VIN and our tire size and pressure information here, and a clip to hold up this pass-through door. Up front we have our power tongue jack. It has two switches, one for light, one for up and down. Lights on the side here, and then we have our level up top. This also will allow you to hand crank this thing with a little crank that's under the bed. Just goes in there. If you ever get into an emergency situation and you can't run the jack, this will get you out of that problem. Alright, and then of course we have our propane bottles. This has a little flap here. It'll open up so you can turn them on and off. This cover comes off. And then we have our bottles. Alright, so each bottle has its own individual connection. We have a regulator in the center. Of course we have our other bottle. This regulator has an arrow on it. So straight down is going to be for both tanks. You don't really want to do that. It's going to drain both tanks. You're going to be completely out. Or you go left or right, whichever side you want to pick. And from there, when this bottle goes down, you can still have this bottle as a backup. Right? When you're ready to take them off, this wing nut comes off, the regulator comes off, and then the bar comes off. And you just take one and go get it filled. Behind that, you have your battery.